Up second down. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Roethlisberger. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line. They'll go with Snell here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll make it second down. They hand this off to Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On play action, Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Wentz on the drop-off to Taylor. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Wentz now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's a touchdown Colts.
Carson Wentz connected with Michael Pittman on the touchdown there. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pass complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn...